How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the stream. Today I'm going to be working on the Dawngate inspired. It's basically an homage to Dawngate. It's called Duskgate for right now. I'll be working on the fleshing out of that game. So let's open up and edit. Let's suppose we should duplicate. Let's see. My objects. How's it going, Alex? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the stream. Let's do Duskgate stuff. Don't need to register. So let's see. This today. Let me get my thoughts. I'm sorry. I just rushed home. I had to go drop somebody off somewhere. So I actually started the stream 5 minutes later than I would have liked. Then I couldn't find my phone, and then I had to go to the bathroom, and I'm all over the place. So let me reorganize where I am here. This will load. I think it loads when I'm not even on the screen. I really hope it loads. Yeah, it does. Okay, good. What's up, BioClip? Welcome back to the stream, man. It's been a fucking forever. Where have you been? So we've got the action board. I think, let's open up Drive. Google Drive. Good old Google Drive. Helping me do things. Oh, I actually started streaming twice accidentally. Weird. Wicked weird. Let's do... Where's the Did I call it Duskgate? Did I end up changing it? I think it's called MOBA board game. Let's rename this, shall we? Let's go back. Let's rename this to Duskgate. Where is rename? There we go. Duskgate. I think that it'll be easier to call it that. Okay. You're working night shift for a while, so you weren't on Twitch much. Well, yep, that'll happen. That will happen. Okay, so we've got a couple things. Let me just go over this list real quick. We've got uses covered tiles with commands. Blank tiles equal no action, but used to bluff. Tiles revealed at the same time. So, okay, that's for movement. Abilities, once used, placed on cooldown, rotation of card. That's not necessarily true anymore. Well, I guess we can rotate our ability. I think ability is going to be real simple, so I'm going to go ahead and not do that. Ability tiles have all info on them. That's what I'll use. Oh, Twitter's blowing up. Okay. Duskgate, still holding on to Dawngate, I see. Dude, it's almost been a year. February, like, what is it? The 15th-ish? Let me look at the Reddit real quick, because it says... yeah, in February of 2015. So basically, it's almost been a year, and at the end of that year, unfortunately, it had to shut down. A lot of us are still holding on to Dongar. Dongar! That's what I should call it. Dongar. Dongare. Yes, Dawngate. Hey, what's up, Neil? How's it going? Welcome back to the stream. Nice seeing you guys. Let's see. Damage equals power minus armor or MR. Yes. Okay. Penetration removes 2 armor or MR. Let's just say, yeah, we'll just do like 2 pen. Mastery, damage if condition. Oh, extra damage if condition. Haven't figured it out. Need to figure that out. Still put a question mark there. Haste is every X points equals 1 extra space of movement, 1 extra auto attack per turn. Decrease CD on abilities. Okay, yeah. So they were just gone forever, never going to try and bring it back? No, but the crew that worked on it formed a new company, and they have a game called Spirit Walk, or maybe that's the company, we're not sure. I don't quite remember if it's the company or the game, but Spirit Walk, which is beautiful looking so far, but they haven't really showed anything besides like one inspiration image, I guess. So life drain equals damage divided by 2. Auto attacks just happen if within range. Targeted abilities just happen if they are within range at the start of the turn. They don't just happen. I'm probably going to... I'm going to delete this one. Oh, I see. I see what I meant by that. That's okay. We'll leave that for now. Property, priority of ability, self-targeted skill shot, only broken by untargetable status. Okay. We have different types of effects. We have bleed. Let me open up this real quick because I have all the effects kind of like right here in this mock-up board here. By the way, this is super mock-up. This is not good yet. Okay, so let's do. Oh, sorry, that's not what I meant to bring up. I want this and this, and we can move this over a little bit so we can actually read it. So I have stun, fear. So stun, fear, knock up. Silence, displacement does just that. So we're gonna not worry about that, but that'll happen. I guess knock. Yeah, fine. Displace, bleed, fear, slow, root, reveal. Okay, and then we'll and invulnerable. All right, so we will decide what those do once we start playing with the game a little bit more. We have vision, open vision. Each player has a bush card to place their character on when in bushes. Hidden and revealed, maybe one ward per team. I still don't think that I want any wards. I think I might do totems. I think I might make teams can place totems instead. So this was something I was thinking of. Totems. These are objects placed on map. Let's see, destroyable. Let's see, what else? Offers aura effect for teammates near it. Or enemies near it. There we go, something like that. What's up? Beacons. This is the space game, right? Beacons? Yes, beacons. Yeah, I'm doing Beacons, the space game. Yes. No, this is not Crenshaw. Let's see. EA owns the right. Yep, they do. Oh, by the way, there's a new MOBA coming out this year. It's called Paragon. I've already played it. It's pretty fun. It's just stupid slow. But that's all I'm gonna say. I have my feelings about it. I'm in the alpha, and it's fun. It's beautiful, and it's not even close to being finished. It's in alpha, and you guys know what alpha means. Okay, so let's go back to this document because there's some things. Totems. So this is a potential thing that I want to do. Some weird sort of totems. Totem slot on character card. Maybe, or takes up item slot, or maybe is a type of item. Yeah, I think I might do some new kind of items, not just like items that you wear or things that buff you, but like different types of deployables and stuff like that. I mean, call them beacons rather than totems. Oh no, this isn't a space game. No. This is not in space. That's my other one. This theme has yet to be decided. I don't know if it's anything like that. Just make totems placeables. Can be attacked for one hit. Would be killed. Will buff anyone within a radius. Yeah, Alex. I mean, yeah. Clearly, that's what I just basically wrote. But, you could have a weaker totem that has a larger radius. Stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know what the theme for this one is. So round counters, house, minions, scaling. Okay, so I might need to make game progression. Let's see. Let's do game progression, character progression. Those things need to be kind of designed. The round counter will be basically what game progression is. Let's see. Character progression is going... let's do... game progression, so scaling enemy HP. What else? It would be scaling creep slash camp slash I'm gonna call him parasite for now because we can call him whatever the hell we want later, but for right now I can use code words essentially. So scaling creep camp parasite HP slash damage, What else? By the way, you're not bronze anymore. You're silver 4 now. Yay! Congratulations. I'm like silver 3 with like 78 league points or something. I don't know. I don't play. I haven't played in a while now. Let's see. Game progression. So scaling. Gold. Let's see. Oh yeah. There we go. Worth. I'll just put worth. Because I'm gonna call it gold for now, but I plan on making this different. I want it to be different, like Dawngate was different. So I'm gonna try to come up with some different things. I was thinking that items, if you know, you'd have like different types of items. You have totem items, which are ones that are deployables that you can place around the map. I want like, you know, like a blink totem and stuff like that. So if you're within, you know, 5 spaces of a blink totem, you can blink to it, which would give hyper mobility, but there can only be 1 per team on the map, kind of thing. I mean Werf. You mean Werf? Yeah, Werf. Yeah, you're right. I should call it Werf. Totally Werf. Let's see. What else was I thinking? Game progression, scaling, all that stuff. I think that's really it. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess, creep spawning. I'm just kind of, going up here. Actually, I should do tower as well. /tower / guardian, because I'm just going to call it that for right now. So scaling of all those things. Whoops. Sorry. Oh, tweeters. Tweeters! Alex Hetu! Sorry, it's Hetu. Silly me. Thanks for the like. Good old Gasty. I miss that guy. Him and his brother are so fun to talk to. They're so damn intelligent. Let's see. Spawning. Got too many eyes, so creep spawning. Hey, what's up, Scuttlebuns? Yeah, I'm trying to come up with some things. All right, so first of all, like I said, you have totem items, and then you have I want to do you know, kind of Dawngate inspired things where they're not really items; they're kind of just like character upgrades that you have like some might be permanent install where you can't actually get rid of it. Oh yeah, I kind of have to go over buying rules and stuff like that. But anyway, character progression, we're going to do income. We'll just call it income for now. Let's see, we'll call it ability upgrade. And we'll do... I guess characters have to level themselves as well, don't they? Otherwise it just becomes like... It's kind of a pain in the butt. Kind of a pain in the butt. Let's see. Income, ability upgrade, upgrade. Wow, I'm super dyslexic today, huh? Upgrades, I think I want to base this off of based on income instead of experience. I don't think I want to actually have experience. And income is not necessarily... It is experience or it is gold, but it's not experience and gold. So I'm not splitting them like most MOBAs do. Dawngate even tried in a couple of their builds that weren't released. They tried, the team, Waystone I should say, tried. They tried to make it so that it was only based on gold, and they did some really interesting things. What am I calling my characters? Heroes, champs, etc. Who cares? Who cares? I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna call them shapers for right now. How's that? Huh? How's that? Honestly, it doesn't matter right now. Theme's not really important. I think theme will drive the mechanics, but what I'm trying to do is trying to create an actual system that is reminiscent of Dawngate without it being Dawngate, because basically that's what needs to happen. I can't actually make Dawngate. So I'm just going to call them characters for right now, probably, because it's the most generic. Let's see. I have income, ability upgrades based on income. I think character scaling Character scaling might be a thing. I think I know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this all with meters. How about please don't sue EA? Yeah, I'm gonna call them please don't sue EA. Please don't sue me, EA. There we go. That's what I'll call it. I think that sounds pretty reasonable. 1 second here. Sorry, guys. Okay, I have... Alright, cool. I'm good. Am I going to make this like an actual board game and sell it, or just a virtual board game? Well, I mean, I'd love to eventually make it a real board game, but I have to... By making it a virtual board game first, I have the ability to... iterate on it faster than printing everything out all the damn time, which is just a giant pain in the ass. Let's see. So character scaling. I think I know how I want to do it. I think I want to do I want to do no mana. I want to do basically mana-less, but heroes can have resources or characters or shapers or champions or whatever the hell they are. I'm just gonna call everything things. You know, things can have things that scale on things. You know what I mean? I'm going to do that. So, character scaling. I think I want to do character scaling. I think it'd be really hard to scale everything else and not scale characters. So, character scaling is going to require its own card. When you level up, you gain certain things. I think that's okay. How am I going to do timers for camps? I think that's something what I need to figure out too. So, CD cooldowns for camps. CDs, I'm not sure about that one. Towers, I don't have to worry about. Guardian, I don't have to worry about. Cores. Guardian, ability rotations. How's he going to do that? Maybe there's a Guardian card that sits on the board that handles that. I'll probably do something like that. Characters and abilities, or maybe I'll do a Guardian deck. I'll do a small Guardian deck. I think I'll probably do Guardian deck. Ability rotations using a deck, and I'll increase inflection at the end there to make it a question. Cores, what are the abilities, characters, and abilities? Okay, so character scaling. Fuck, I hadn't thought about that. I was laying in bed last night at like 2:50-ish when I finally was laying in bed and started thinking, what can I do? And I started thinking about how gold will, like, let's just call it gold for right now, but it won't necessarily be gold. Like, let's say when you get 5 gold, you have the opportunity to level up an ability, and each ability has 3. Each ability has 3 levels: the base level, then 1 and 2 upgrade. So they scale slightly, and then with that, 2, 3. What else was I thinking? Okay, so you have 5 gold, and you have to decide. Oh! This is what I wanted to do. An ability costs 5 gold to level up to 1, and 10 gold to level up to 2, or technically 3 because it starts out at level 1. And then your ultimate can only level up when you've got one of your abilities set to level 2, which means you might not get your ultimate ability. I want free reign here. Ultimate ability will just cost its own amount of gold. But the thing is, I was struggling between making it. The characters don't really have levels so much as it's based on their abilities. So basically okay, this is perfect. Character scaling, look at this. This will be based on abilities. Perfect. So that means I have a linear thing to worry about. How does income work? Okay, well, once you hit a certain income, an ability upgrades, and then once you hit a certain ability upgrade, your scaling upgrades. So based on abilities, ability ranks. Oh, this is beautiful. This is well, it might not be beautiful in the end, but this is really interesting. So for example, let's say I have 5 gold. Sweet, that means I can level up one of my two abilities. So I'm going to level up my 1 ability, right? Or my A ability. And I level up A ability to level 1. And now that I've done that, I get it says next to when leveling up this ability to level 1, you get 3 HP chits, you get 2 armor chits, and you get 1 MR chit kind of thing. And so then you can place them on your meter to state like how high you've actually gone up, and then if you level up the other ability, it gets you a similar amount of things that you can then level up. And then when you get your like an ability to level 2, it gives you another set of stuff that you can do. So therefore, everything's based off of income. So earn income to level up your abilities. Leveling up your abilities will increase your character's stats. Because let's be honest, like in a MOBA, the only time that your stats go up are from, well, 1, items, but let's not count items as anything, right? So when you level up an ability, it means you've leveled up as a character. When you level up as a character, it means that you've increased your stats. So let's just make it based, the ability itself will tell you how you level, so, or how you scale. So in other words, if I go for ability A over ability B at first, I might get more MR from this ability and more armor from this ability, and then both of them at level 1 will be equivalent to basically level 2. And then if you get a level 2 ability, so you go level 1, then you go to level 2. Yeah, okay, so this is going to work. 3v3 at the moment, but really it can be played by one player, like 1 and 2 players, so it could be 1v1. I think I'm going to keep it 2v2. Or like 3v3, but I've had issues with another game I'm designing called Dust Bunny Rumble, and the map looked like it could handle just a 2-player game, but it turned out that the 2-player game was the map was too big. There was too little interaction, so I don't know if 3 or 4 is going to be right. Now, what's interesting is I do have a spot here for an extra character if I want to go up to 4, and then it would be a 2v2 team game. But the other thing is that since it's only 1 lane, I don't want like all 4 mid, and then it forces all 4 mid, and then it's just crowded. Like this looks crowded. There's 4 across. It just looks crowded. Like 4 would be too much. I essentially want one person to be a jungler, and you're actually going to have roles. Oh, that's something that I need to write down there. Look at that. Sweet. Character progression, and then I need to do character roles. So let's do character roles. Where's that? Character abilities and character roles, which they'll get a bonus to something through playing that. Gains bonus from playing specific role. And I don't know what kind of role I'm going to do yet. I mean, I kind of want to do like... I don't want to do the traditional... roles, maybe. Like, I don't want to do... I don't want to identify, like, oh, you gain a bonus from being an AD carry. You gain a bonus from being a jungler. I think I'm going to try something different. Like, I think that, maybe what I might do is, like, this player will be a totem user, and this player will be a something else user. I have to figure out, like, a good foil to totem. I might do, like, totems, auras, and some other thing, like totem, aura, and, like, you know, self-buff, like a selfish player. So those might be the 3 different kinds of things that I want to do. Let's see. Is this multiplayer game? Oh, sorry, I was missing it. Wait, character scaling is done in the most MOBAs, so it would be wise. Yeah, obviously it would be wise. I just have to do it in the right way, which is, I think I figured that out. Totems are active. No, totems are placements. Oh, I could do actives, totems, and auras. Actives, totems, and auras. And so, yeah, I kind of like that. Maybe you have to choose, are you an active player, a totem player, or an aura player? And if you're an active player, you get access to a certain set of items. If you're or upgrades, and then if you're a totem player, you get access to these. And there is no mixing and matching. So one person could have... I kind of want there to be like 3 items per person, or 3 upgrades per person, essentially. So that would mean that 3 totems... You could have 3 totems on the field at a time. one of each, and maybe one has like split totem. You can have two of them, but they're weak. So you could have maybe 4 totems, and like you'd want to place them in smart spots. I think 3 totems sounds probably good, but I haven't played the board yet, obviously. And then I think auras would be interesting because it would force you to kind of run near your friends for auras to take place. And then I think that having an active would be basically you're like a little bit more selfish. Like an AD carry is a bit more selfish. A support is gonna be totem, or I'm sorry, support is gonna be aura based, and then support tank kind of thing, and then totems would be like mages or really highly mobile people who can go put a totem somewhere and then back up a little bit. I think this is going to be interesting. I think I like this. Let me write this down. Sometimes I have to talk out loud first in order to figure out what I want to do. So totems, then we have auras. So let's label this as item types / role types. So we're gonna have, we'll have auras. So this will be pretty easy. Whoops. This will be based on AoE around you, area effect around you. Let's see, what else? I guess you could stack multiples. That would make math a little bit tricky, but it's going to make the game slow a little bit. But this is going to... Okay, so the problem that I have with making a MOBA into a board game is that MOBAs are super complex but very quick. Everything's happening really fast. The computer's doing all the burdensome math for you. I'm going to make this game shitty at first. That's just my plan. It's just going to be shitty. It's going to be slow. You're going to have to think harder than normal. It's going to be a strategy tactic style game, but simultaneous play. So it has the MOBA feel of all the MOBA mechanics, but not necessarily with the speed. It's going to slow it down a little bit. Unfortunately, it's not quite turn-based. I'll explain in a little bit. So because of that, like things like adding AoE, like auras, it's like, okay, I actually get +2 buff because I'm within the range of this guy. Okay, so then I have to do the math, and you're doing a lot of the math yourself, which means it's gonna be really boring. So I'm gonna have to find a way eventually to create a look system where you just look and know what happens. Okay, so that means all the numbers are going to have to be really basic, which is fine. That's what I want it to be anyway. I want it to be as simple as possible. But basically, AoEs are going to be a little dangerous to do. So auras based AoE around you. I'm not really going to do anything else with that one. And then I'm going to say activates. These ones are going to be only affect you. Only affect you. Has a CD, so it has a cooldown. Interesting. Has a cooldown. Okay. Yeah, I think one's really selfish. This one is very hold your hand kind of thing, and then this one is I trust my teammates to get to the totems to make use of them while I do other things. So the stats on totems, okay, so this is what's interesting. Stats on totems, so let's do this. This is going to be stats are better since buff since use is not always near you. Maybe. I might be wrong about that, but we'll see. And then AoE based around you. Stats are decent. Stats are decent, we'll just say. And then we'll do stats are crap. And because activates do most of the stat chain or the stat work. We'll call it that. So I think those are like, this is a really risky. Activates are risky, which means they'll probably go onto carries and stuff like that. Maybe not. Maybe people will find like, ooh, this character works really good as an activate character, but not so good as an aura character. Stuff like that. Auras could be you know, tanky, supporty, maybe even like maybe a roamer could use an aura, depending on the type of aura that it is, because I might have a damage aura that helps you like clear camps and stuff faster. Totems are going to be basically for anybody. I mean, they could be a lane support totem player. They could be an AoE. They could be a carry totem player, meaning that they're going to kite back to a totem area in order to be able to, you know, do their surprise stuff and have somebody else who has an aura with them. Yeah, I think that'll be an interesting setup. Totems, auras, and activates. Those are the 3 item trees, basically. Item types. Item trees. / role types. Okay, so that's pretty good. Wow. Okay, so I like that system. That's an interesting system, but that's not what I'm here to work on today. Today, I think I want to figure out. Let's look at what we need to figure out here. Jeez. To make round counter. Okay, so let's work on okay, so this is the other hard thing about this is progression of any sort is going to have to be tweaked and tweaked and tweaked and tweaked. This is like pre-alpha. This is, let's design a system, think it's balanced, try it, find out it's terribly balanced, and then fix it. And unfortunately, with a system like this, I just have to make a leap of faith to a decision, and it may be an educated decision, but it's still just a leap of faith to a decision, and then watch how it balances out. This game is turn-based, right? I can only assume what is the elapsed time of one turn. Like, would would the equivalent of a round, everyone's finished their move, be 1 minute thinking? Okay, so I'll show you that, and then I'll show you basically how the game works, and then I'll go on to what do you call it? Hold on, sorry. I'll go on to explaining. Thanks, man. I'll go on to explaining or figuring out progression. Okay, so this is your action card. This is where this is like how limited you are as a character. Basically, this 1, 2, 3, 4 here. That's how much speed you have. So speed is based on how much you can actually do. This is haste overall. So for example, let's say I'm using this purple character right here, and I have a 2 speed. So I might do this as my first action, and then I flip it face down. And then I might do this as my second action right here, during my second part of my speed. And then I might actually fake using an ability here after my action. And I might actually, you know, let's not do fake. Let's just say these are abilities. So let's say I use an ability first here, and then I use an ability here, right? And then after I'm done with all of my movement stuff, I can activate as many abilities as I want, really up to 3, right? So let's say I do that. So the way this reads is that, okay, well, I'm not a speed 3 or speed 4, so everybody who's speed 4, do your first part. Then everyone who's speed 2, hey, what's up, Miss Guix? Unfortunately, my commands aren't working right now. I should probably turn those off. I apologize. Then everyone who has speed 3, do your speed 3 action. Then everybody who has speed 2, do your speed 2 action. So I would go here, I would go, okay, well, I'm gonna flip over this thing. It's an ability. The ability actually gives me the ability to use an extra move token in one of my ability slots. So what you don't see is I'm actually going to, so it looks like I'm moving forward here, but really what's happening is I get an extra ability that I get to do right after I'm done. So let's see, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go like this, right? So let's say this is his abilities. He gets to use an extra move. It's kind of like a dash, right? So, so basically, I would do this, then I would perform my move forward, and then my ability would have allowed me to perform another movement right here. So then I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna dash this way. And actually, just to get a little bit more movement, let's switch this up. Sorry, I have to switch these tokens up like this. So basically, I started here. I would use my ability that gives me an additional dash, or additional movement. So I'll go here, and then to finish out my movement 2, I'll go here. And then movement, you don't know what this is yet. You don't know what is here. And then everybody, okay, let's flip over our speed 1 abilities. I'm not doing anything before I move my character. Then I'm going to move my character, and it looks like I'm moving up and to the left, so I'll move here. and then I'm going to perform an ability right here, which will allow me to send out, like, you know, an AoE attack right here. So I do an AoE attack. Okay, now that everybody's done their movements, okay, next thing that you want to do is let's do our 3 big abilities. Okay, so, or 3 main abilities that you can, like, fire off rapidly. This is the first chance that you get to fire them off rapidly. So I would have these. I would go, okay, my first ability is another AoE attack here, and my second ability is another AoE attack here at a range of 2, 1, you know, 1, and then to the center, basically a range of 1. I'm sorry, 1 is inside of here, 2 is your space and the next space. That might be the only weird thing about this game, is I have to start defining ranges, but I'll figure that out eventually. And then, you know, let's say I kill that camp, and then the next turn starts. So then we take everything off here, and we plan our next turn. So that's how turns are going to go, probably. It seems a little cumbersome right now, but I think I'm going to work on it a little bit as we go to kind of figure some things out. Not super sure how I feel about this yet. But essentially, the 4 abilities that I used would all go on cooldown. So let's say this dash one has a 3-turn cooldown, so it would go here. And then let's say this ability here that was AoE has a 3-turn cooldown. And then let's say this one right here is just like a quick, like, enhance your next auto attack, right? So let's say that has a 1-turn cooldown, and then this one goes here. So then at the end of the turn, everything would move forward. Then you'd place your things on cooldown, and then you'd perform your next turn. And then at the end of that turn, everything would move forward. Everything, you know, these piles would all move forward like this. This ability would come back to your hand to be able to use, and then you'd place all your cooldowns on top of those. And then the next turn, everything would move forward. So eventually, like, you're getting all of your things off cooldown. And then you can use them again. And players can see how long the cooldowns are, so it makes it a little bit difficult. But once they're in your hand, you don't know if you're playing them because you're playing everything face down. This is a programming game, so you're not sure what I'm about to do here. So that's kind of the idea of how the movement and action phases will work. And now I can kind of start working on the game progression, because I got to figure out this minion thing. So what I was thinking is everybody starts out at speed 2. Like, that's just their speed 2. So if you get slowed, it's speed 1. If you get rooted, it's speed 0. Stuff like that. And I have to figure out how rooting affects being able to use abilities. Maybe you just flip over your abilities, but you don't actually flip over your move token. Okay, so I figure speed 2 is everybody's initial speed. So if you start here, it's going to be speed 1, speed 2. Right? So 1, 2. I got to move 2 spaces. So that's one turn, 1 round, really. So it takes a little while to kind of move. I actually might start players behind their second tower to get the game going faster. But I want to see something first. Basically, if I started characters back here, and I went 1, 2, that's round 1. 1, 2, that's round 2. 1, 2, that's round 3, and you're under your tower. Now that allows people time to, like, go start attacking these before people can rush them and stop them from being able to attack it and stuff like that. So I think... Oh no, actually that's not true, because if I start here behind my tower 1, I could do 1 movement and start attacking immediately for melees. I might want to start here. Let's decide starting point is here. So let's see here real quick. To get to the center of the lane, it's one turn, 2 turns, and you're at the center of the lane. You're at dead center of the lane. You're able to interact with people. So in 2 turns. So your first round, you're kind of deciding, like, oh, I'm going to go over here. Okay, cool, I'm going to go into here. And then round 2, you don't know if I've moved here, or if and then maybe round 2, I could move all the way up here or move right here, okay, so this is a good spot. This is where I'm going to have my starting spots. So basically, you get to choose any of these 3 starting spots. You can choose all the way over here, you can choose like this, you can choose like this, you can choose like this. So there are a few different starting spots. You're so confused but intrigued. It's a MOBA that I'm trying to design into a board game, which is a giant pain in the ass because it's going to be a lot slower than a MOBA and not nearly as satisfying for the speed of what you expect a MOBA to be. But it is simultaneous turns, and it's kind of like, think X-Wing. X-Wing's like, you think X-Wing fighting is really fast, but if you play X-Wing, it's actually fairly slow because you're programming out your turns, everyone's programming at the same time, you're making a decision, okay, flip it over, see what happens. So So that's kind of what's going on here as far as the feel of the game that I'm going for, kind of X-Wing-esque. And like they just have like, oh, shoot a torpedo this way, and well, you have like shooting ability 360 degrees, but you have cooldowns and stuff like that, so you can't just do it every turn. And so yeah, that's kind of the idea. Okay, so it's a little bit more of an in-depth X-Wing, and X-Wing is really good because it's so simple, but this is going to be a little bit more complicated because it's trying to mimic a MOBA. Okay, so we're going to start here. Speed 2 would allow me to do like something like, okay, well this guy's a jungler, it's red, it's Freya, clearly, right? So speed 1, I'm going to put myself in here. Speed 2, I'm going to put myself here, and I'm going to be attacking as I move. And then if I want to, I could like dash into this bush to kind of help gank real quick, because you don't know if I'm here, or if I'm here, or if I'm here. Or if I go here and I can blink across into here. 2 spaces. Question is, can I do an L movement? I think that's the most you can do, or like 3 in any direction. That's the one problem with squares. Yeah, Freya. Yeah, it's actually Freia, or Freya. Yeah, IA. Freia. I'm pretty sure that was Freya's. That's how you spell it. But anyway, like, if I use a blink, it can only be, you know, basically I'm only going to have diagonals that you're not going to be able to move on an L like that, which means you're usually safe. So what I'll do is, like, maybe the character moved here and blinked into here, but you don't know it. You have no idea that I did it. It's kind of Dawngate themed. I'm calling it Duskgate because a lot of the ideas from Dawngate I'm trying to carry over into here as much as possible. Alright, so once you're here, then like a gank is like a huge gank and you had no idea. So like you might be able to use a blink, etc. So I think this is a good spot. It could start action pretty soon. So now that we know this, round 1, we're going to have to start writing this down. Okay, so round 1, let's get these guys here. Round 1 sees 3 of these guys spawn. Or maybe I do it... Yeah, it's going to be round 1, 3 spawn, like 1. Maybe the game starts out like this. Game starts out like this. They have a speed of 1. So after, at the start of round 1, they're here. Round 2, they're here. Round 3, they're here. Man, that's really fucking slow. That's real slow. Real slow. Maybe they have a speed of 2. 1, 2. 3. If you run into an opponent, if you run into one, they group up. Eventually, like that. Can they group up? Okay, so the way that I want creep to work, maybe I need to decide a little bit how creep work before I can decide completely on the movement. So let's say, let's do this again. Let's see, you are 1, 2, 3. Let's do this from both sides here to kind of figure out how this works. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Round 1, character moves one of his movements. Okay. Cool. Actually, we'll put this one here. We'll go him straight. Alright. So round 1, they all move 1 spot. Okay, round 2, speed 4s, speed 3s, speed 2s. They went once, and that's speed 1 movement. So they're going to move quite a bit here. So that wasn't round 1. That's okay. So then they move 1, they move 1. Creeper slow and stupid. Gives you time to kind of set up, but I don't want time. I don't want much time. Okay. What if they move 4 per round? Let's see if that works. Let's see if that works. Okay, so if you have speed 4, move. Okay, creep have speed 4. Okay, if you have speed 3, move. Okay, no one has speed 3, creep move. So we're here. If you have speed 4, this is round 1 still. Speed 1, creep move on round 1, or speed 1. This is the speed ones. These are the different phases of movement. Okay, that's round 1. So round 1 got them double their distance. They moved 1, 2, 3. Actually, they have one more movement. They should be here at the end of round 1. Okay, that feels pretty good. That feels pretty good. Okay, and then round 2. Round 2 would be speed 4 movements, no. Speed 3 movements, no. Nobody's at speed 3 yet. So the creeper moving twice compared to your characters if you only have speed 2s. I think that's okay. Is that a lot of housekeeping? That's okay. It's not too bad. Okay, so then that was speed 3. Now speed 2. So when speed 2 happens, this is where they start running. It seems like they will take forever. You should think of a way to accelerate it. I just have, actually. I'm in my second round of abilities and movements already. Characters are probably already up here, getting ready to last hit and stuff like that. I think that they're never going to group. I think to keep this simple, they never group. They can't be slowed, and they never group. And they just constantly move up 4 spaces per round. Okay, so let's do 4 spaces per round. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's round 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's round 2, which means they're here. 1 damage to the tower. 2. This guy's dead. 2 damage to the tower. This will make towers fall pretty quickly if you don't kill them. 3, this guy's dead. 3 damage to the tower. 4, okay, so that's perfect, actually. So, 3 damage to the tower per wave of enemies. And if a tower has 15 health, they're going to go down pretty quickly if you don't kill the creep, which forces people to attack creep. And then after the, let's see, so let me do this math one more time. This is round 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Round 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Round 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. They are actually dead there. So at round 4, a new wave of creep spawn. So round 3, they're placed. And round 4, they start moving. Okay, so that means that when these guys... Let's do... This is round 1. They start placed, so round 1, 2, 3, 4. That's round 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's round 2. That's round 2. Okay, so when we go into round 3, right when we start round 3, they get placed, but they don't move. And then round 4... 1, 2, 3, 4 over the course of the time. That seems like pretty good distance. I think it's okay. I think it's okay, Alex. I mean, you have to remember, I have to design this the way that I think is right first, and then once I've done that, I can then decide if it's wrong. Other people will learn the game according to how I teach it. So, I have to figure it out for me first before I can figure it out for anybody else. That's how I design. And it tends to work out okay. And then they should be grouped by the last movement on the last turn. Yeah, I don't like grouping. I think I'm going to keep them single. I think creep don't stop creep. Yeah, creep are not going to stop creep. I'm not going to let that happen. They have their own paths. That's where it's a little bit different. And on top of that, so towers kill creeps, but creeps don't kill creep. That way this is like super inevitable that the game will end because creep. You have to get something in place so it can be critiqued and edited if necessary. And it will be necessary. So I think after round 4... Let's see. So wait, it's starting here. So round 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 2. 1, 2... Oh, sorry, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 2. Then they walk through the tower and die. Am I doing that right? Why do I feel like my math is off here? I feel like I just did something wrong. Hold on. So this is the beginning of the first... This is how you set up the game. Round 1, everybody moves. These guys are going to move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are speedy little creeps. Okay. Let me write this down. No, not yet. Not yet. Sorry. Round 2. We clear our boards. We plan it out. Does anybody have speed 4? No. Speed 3? No. Speed 2? Come on. Yes. Speed 1? Yes. So that's the end of round 2. So we'll do round 1, round 2, and then round 3, place new creep. Beginning of round 3, place new creep. Alright, now move new creep. Move all creep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are really fast. Okay, so it's not as I said, it's not during round 3 that they get placed and moved. It's during round 4. Okay. So round 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Round 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Round 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Round 4, these just appear. These guys are all dead. Round 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Round 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Round 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're dead there. That's 6 damage on a 15 HP tower. Six damage on a 15 HP tower. Leaves 9 HP left. So this game's gonna be, yeah, that'll move fast then. That seems pretty good. Wow, very nice, Alex. What the hell are you doing up you're in the mountains? You like Siege to be more honest? That's fine. Not every game's gonna be for every person. I'm not offended by what you said. And I'm also not gonna give up developing this because you said that, so that's good. So I think I might make it, let's see. They spawn, but they don't move. Yeah, I'm going to write this down now. Okay, so, creep. Creep spawn. Okay, so, 3 setup. 3 down for setup. Moves 4 each round. Or each round, which is equal to 1 per speed. Speed phase, okay. You'll get me. My entire plan of getting Muzzy to scrap the game by commenting was ruined. I knew that's not what you're doing. Don't worry. If you can figure this out, a lot of strategy gamers would like it. I think so. I think so. We'll see. Oops, sorry. Wrong thing. Okay, next thing is moves 4, so 1 per speed phase, because it's 4 speed per phase. Then round 3, no, round 4, no, it is round 3, place and move? Did I decide place and move? I think I want creep to be kind of in the background and not a forefront thing. They're gold resource, but sorry, Alex. I had an idea, and because Dawnggate's basically a, you know, in about 1 month, it is the dead, you know, or basically next month is a year anniversary of Dawngate being canceled. So I kind of want to have a playable prototype of a MOBA game before the next month. This is kind of a personal endeavor. Oh, 1 second. Sorry, mathing in my head. I should probably math out loud. Would you please, fanboy? Finoy? What does that mean? Oh, does that mean fucking stop mentioning that? You'll make me cry? I think that's what that means. Alunk, what's up, buddy? Yeah. It's okay. Alex, I have pretty thick skin about my designs. You could tell me it's shit, and I'd be like, okay, prove it. And then once it's shit, then I go, okay, I gotta change it. So I'm okay, even if you did say it was shit. But personally, I think this is pretty decent, and it might be too early to judge, honestly. I don't know how the feel of the game is yet. Oh. It means finally? Is that what that means? That's weird. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna head out though. This is too much thinking right after school. I'll try to check the stream another time. Also, I'm glad to see the Dawngate signed poster. Many feels, but still. Yeah. Oh, you got... Wait. Also, I am glad I got the Dawngate signed poster. Oh, you did. Very nice. I know. It was a lot of feels. More iteration. Yeah, I think Paragon is the next style of MOBA, but it's still not enough of an iteration for me. It's too much samey. Okay, so what did I say? I gotta go over this again. This is tough. It's because I don't have actually like a round counter down here. All right, so round 1 consists of 4 movements. So 1, 2. Oh goody, lost it. 2, 3, 4. Round 2 consists of 4 movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, if they make it. Round 3 consists of 4 movements where they die. 1, 2, 3, 4. They die there. And a new wave will spawn at the end of round 3. That's what we'll do. Round 3, spawn. Round 4... 1, 2, 3, 4. Round 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Round 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's every 3 rounds they should reach first tower. Okay, so, let's see. End of round 3. Or every 3 round. Round of every 3... we'll do that. That's what the per round, so... end of every 3, spawn 3 more. Okay, and then we'll do every 9 rounds. Every 6 rounds. Maybe we'll do it every 6, replace last with siege. Okay, and then, if 2 out of 3 guardian abilities. Actually, no, we'll do if all Guardian cores are destroyed, that wave spawns Strider. Okay, so that's kind of how we're going to do this. Okay, I think this will work. Yeah, iteration cool, but nothing new, exactly. I got to play some Paragon. I can't really talk about it, but I can say that I got to play it and that my feelings on it. It's too fucking slow. It's way too slow. Anyway, okay, so I think I've got creep spawning. So now I'm gonna have to, like, I have to build a round board. So let's do, let's open this and let's just, like, take this thing out real quick. We're going to want to just, save as. Actually, no, what we'll do is we'll go copy, new, paste, actually, new. We're gonna invert these numbers. I want it sideways, maybe. Actually, you know what I'll do? Screw it. I'm just going to make a new layer, delete this one. G, fill it with white, and then I think I can rotate my canvas, right? Image, rotate canvas 90 degrees. Perfect. Okay, so I need to figure out, there's going to be a lot of rounds, But if I make it so that it's modular, that every round is exactly the same, so I have a round and then actually how many counters? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you always go through the same 3 types of rounds, but every time you do that, every time you get to the end, you add a counter. Okay, so what I'm saying is you have round 1. Oh, let's do this. New layer real quick, just to visualize. Round 1, round 2, round 3. These are the instructions for round 1. These are the instructions for round 2. These are the instructions for round 3. And then you have under it, we've gone 3 rounds. We've gone 6 rounds. We've gone 9 rounds. And then when you hit these, actually, let's do this here. Let's back up actually and go round. Let's go round 1, round 2, round 3. We're going to divide everything into 3-round increments. So those are the instructions for round 1 of the 3-round increments, round 2 of the 3-round increments, okay. And then we're going to go and we're going to do, this is what happens after round, these are the instructions after round, let's make a new one here real quick just so I can duplicate it easily. There, so we'll do that, and then we'll go like this. So this is what you do after round, the first 3 rounds. This is what you do after the second 3 rounds, third 3 rounds, etc. And so the game will only go so long before it reaches a maximum state, board state. And I don't know how many that is. Let's see what this equals right here, because this is pretty and equivalent. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 3 is 27 rounds. Oh god, that seems so many. It seems so many, but how many people actually count the amount of rounds? Making a board game is slow, yes. How many people actually count the amount of rounds you've played in, let's say, Settlers of Catan? You know, like a 90-minute game, you probably go around this many times. I think I'm okay with this. 3, 3, and 3. I think I'm kind of okay with this. Let's take all these real quick and just like... Oh, you know what I can do? I can make this actually really pretty looking. Which could probably pull into some theme here of some sort. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, wrong thing. If I do like 1, 2, 3, and then duplicate that. Put that right there. Put this right here. I'm gonna have to do some creative editing here. I think something like this. This is interesting. So round 1, round 2, round 3, marker. Round 1, round 2, round 3, marker. Round 1, round 2, round 3, marker. Oh shit, we're getting into tier 2. Alright, so this will be like stage 1 of the game, stage 2 of the game. So it'll be something like creep gets stronger, tower, or stage 1, towers get stronger, stage 2, creep gets stronger, stage 3, something else. Something else. Oh, camps get stronger. Oh, wow. How fucking perfect is this? Oh, how perfect is this? So this, wow, this like, this came together accidentally. This is what I love about design sometimes. So, round 1. Actually, yes, round 1. And then we'll just do this. This will be a quick explanation of what the fuck is going on. Round 1, round 2, round 3. Or round A, B, C, we'll say. A, B, and C. So this will always duplicate itself throughout the game. But then we'll take this here and we'll put this, let's do creep first. Creep gets stronger. Maybe tower should get stronger first. Towers. Or maybe creep gets stronger right at the end. Huh, I'll have to figure out what feels right, what needs to happen sooner. But towers, creep, and jungle, essentially. Oh, man, and then that's just duplicated across. Maybe it mixes up the order or something. Maybe not. I kind of like this. This consistency is really nice. You actually just randomly dropped by, saw you inventing something, and heard Dawngate. Feelings, man, but I gotta head off already. Alarm rings in 7 hours. Gotta have a good night. Oh, yeah, good night, man. Thanks for swinging by. Alright, so this is game progression. And then down here, we can basically make a line, a new layer. Actually, let's just do this. Let's go. Let's pick a color like yellow first, right? And then then we'll do yellow, orange, and then we'll do red-ish. Right? Then we'll just take this here. Like that. That's right, Alex. It's amazing, isn't it? I actually really like this, because now I can put like all my text down here. So I can put like what happens to towers here. So I can actually subdivide this a little bit if I want to. And levels of yellow, essentially. But what I'll do is I guess I could do levels of gray. So if I do white, then I'll do another. So each round is split. Yeah, this could be interesting. Oh, I guess the top doesn't actually get a color. That's okay, I'll fix that in a second. Alright, then let's go. We need 9, so let's divide this up into thirds. So if this is a third, this one right here is the next one. Oh, wait, I could just... Never mind. I'm silly. Let's make this a multiply. Yep. And then we'll take this and just move it ever so slightly. And then duplicate this over to this one. And then duplicate that one here. So it gets more and more dangerous, essentially. Okay, and then we can merge those. And then this one here, I actually have to delete the color around it. Probably just raise the circles a little bit. Up to here. And then just make this, I don't know. I guess that doesn't really matter. This isn't terrible. I can deal with this. Okay, so then I need to do like a little arrow. Okay, so round 1, round 2, round 3, basically A, B, and C, and then the shit that happens. Mm-hmm. Of course. Oh, good. I don't really care how sloppy this is right now because this is all temporary. Okay, so in this, the way that it's going to work is that you go round A, B, and C. Things happen. What actually has to happen in A and B and C? This is going to be, let's do round A, spawn, or, sorry, let's see, in round 1, what happens? Creep, move, and then creep, move, and then creep, move, end of round, or let's do end, creep, spawn. Or spa. They can spa if you want. Okay, so that'll be interesting there. Creep, move. Let's move this. Oh, awesome. I suppose I should put all the text ahead of all of the colors. Okay. Let's see. Then this one here, creep, move. So this one, all right, round 1, nothing special happens, right? Creep, move, creep, move. Oh yeah, that's right. This one is. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Round 1, they move. Round 2, they move. Round 3, they move. And spawn new ones. Then we mark that down because we've got to the end. Towers increase at the end of round. End of round, that increases. Tower stats increase. Tower. Oops, sorry. Should probably make that black. Tower stats increase. We'll just put something like that. 1, 2, 3. Put something here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is exactly what I did want. Yeah, okay. I had to math it out. Spawn, creep, stats, increase, spawn, siege. And then jungle is jungle stats, yeah, jungle stats increase, and spawn, I guess I should spawn spawn parasite. We'll just say that for now. Doesn't spawn till the 9th round. Okay. That's okay with me. So then here... levels up. Oh, sorry. Parasite levels up. And then here, Parasite levels up again. Alright, so then for this one, Creep, spawn a Siege, spawn a Siege, and then Towers are real simple. Right, so this is super loose. This is super loose game progression for this board game. Okay. So, God, if we go through all the rounds, let's just go through the rounds and see what it feels like. This is gonna take a while, unfortunately, but I think I need to understand what's happening here. And I'm gonna just bring these over here as my backups. Okay. So, those don't exist right now. So, round 1, they move 1, 2, 3, 4. Round 2. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Round 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. They probably all die. But a new one spawns here. Okay, so let's say round 3... or round 4, the tower goes down. So now these guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's round 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's round 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's round 3. End of round 3. These guys go here, and this is replaced with this. Okay, and then a new set of 3 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys probably die, whereas these guys moved 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that's 1 round. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did my math wrong? Oh, no. I didn't. Okay, that's fine. And these guys spawn here. So do I only ever need 6 of these pieces? One, 2, 3. Spawn creep. 1, 2, 3. Spawn creep. Okay, so here let's do this. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Spawn creep. Put something here. So 1, 2, 3, spawn creep. Put something here with a siege minion. So the 3rd wave is going to have it. Then 1, 2, 3, 4th wave. 1, 2, 3, 5th wave. 1, 2, 3, 6th wave. And then 9th wave. Okay, good. That does work. So siege minions only show up in the 9th, up to the 9th wave, or 3, 6, and 9th wave, which I think is what I have here. So let's write it down a little bit more clearly. End of round 3, end of 6. So every... okay, so siege spawns every 9th round. Oh, wow, that's not... Every 3rd round. Every 3rd round. Oh, wait, I'm not doing my math right, am I? It's not every 3rd round. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5. So they... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they spawn at the end of... I think I just have to not put it into words and just let this happen. Because this is not round counting, really. Round 1, 2, 3, this happens. So that's 3 rounds. Nothing happens there. Then 1, 2, 3, something happens. So that's on the 6th round. So I guess we could write that. So siege spawns 6th round, 9th round. Is that it? First round, second round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. 7, 8, 9. No. 10, 11, 12. No. 13, 14, 15. Yes. 15th round. They spawn on the 15th round. Yes. Okay. Wow. That is weird to think out loud. So 6th round, 15th round. So if that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 24th round. 3 times 2 is 6. 3. That's 6. Then 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 3 is 15, and 6, 7, 8. 8 times 3 is 24. Okay. Wow. I don't know why my brain was breaking there, but yeah, 24th round. Okay, so, and 24th round. And then Striders will spawn after that. So after the 24th round, that's the last time. The game shouldn't really go longer than that. I need to make it sure that it ends here or before this. If it goes after this, something's wrong. Yeah, something's very wrong if it goes after that. Holy shit. Okay. I want my game to be short-ish. So, if all Guardian Cores are destroyed, that wave spawns a Strider. It might, or yeah, let's see. If all Guardian Cores are destroyed, that wave spawns a Strider. Striders take point. No, Striders take the place of Sieges. Position. Okay. Now, choosing how they... Okay, so that's game progression. So now we have to decide tower stats increase, so... I don't even know what the tower stats are right now, but that's okay. We can kind of ignore that for right now. So let's do HP plus X. Let's do DMG plus X, and I think that's all you need to do. HP and damage plus X, right? Yeah, I think so. So let's take this and delete that layer. Let's take this and delete that layer, and let's do this. And let's do this. Keep it nice and simple. Okay, so creep. This is going to be HP equals plus X. DMG equals plus X. Speed, nothing else changes. So I think it's just going to be really simple stats. Really simple stats. Oh, I have to put stats for each one, though. Because, well, a siege will spawn here, here. Yeah, okay. So I actually need to put siege, creep, and siege. Siege, HP. Well, the HP won't actually increase. Siege spawns. There we go. So that'll be that. And then over here, whoops. You can actually copy all that. Go here and put paste. Siege spawns HP plus X, DMG plus X. Okay, and then this one here, we'll do this over here. So this is going to be deleted. All right, so we're slowly getting this together. Slowly getting this together. So creep. Okay, so then jungle stats. This is going to be the big one. Parasite spawns. Spawn parasite. That has base stats. So we'll do this right here. We'll do Sorry, buffs, HP plus X, DMG plus X. I want to keep this as simple as fucking possible. I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to duplicate all that, basically. Jungle, jungle. And then Parasite levels up. HP plus X. DMG plus X. So we're just putting in placeholders here because I think that this is what we need to do to make this whole thing work. Okay. So, oh wait. Alright, so then buffs as well. Buff. It's harder to get the buff. No, the buff does the same exact thing. Buffs don't actually increase.